expecting it to be. So thank you very much, and thank you for conducting it. I was interested to read in your wonderful book, you say China had been winning without fighting while the US was fighting without winning in the lead up to the 2016 events of Trump winning and Brexit and all that. I agree with you that the US had been fighting but not winning, but I was surprised to hear you say that China hadn't been fighting. I mean, it had been fighting pretty openly. My limited knowledge at the border with India, it was within the WTO rules, but flouting them quite openly, I think, be it about causing disruption in its own region by funding North Korean conflicts. What did you mean by that?
One of the problems writing a book, it comes back to haunt you in different ways. I made this observation, if I remember right, in a very specific context, which is that the American military involvement in Afghanistan, and even more so in Iraq, has been hugely damaging to the United States strategically, and it's actually eroded their capacity as the premier power. So when I spoke about them fighting without winning, this whole concept of what they call forever wars, that you go in, you get stuck, you go in, you double down, you take over more responsibility, and then you get sucked in. That has in many ways been, from 2001, especially for the next 20 years, that has been very much a problem with which the United States has struggled with. Whereas in this very period, if you look, the Chinese actually did not have this kind of military commitment. And in fact, if one looks at the 2 decades after 9/11, there is clearly some correlation between the changed fortunes of the 2 countries and what the U.S. focus on the Afghanistan-Iraq conflicts did was it actually, in a way, preoccupied the U.S. and opened up many other parts of the world in a manner in which perhaps America regrets today. So that was my point, that in a global way, America took its eyes off the ball.